The following is a presentation of the Game Time Sports Network. From the campus of Chattanooga State Community College in Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's the 2025 TCCAA Region 7 Baseball Tournament. And now, it's game time.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chattanooga State Community College for Game 2 of today's quadruple header. Features the number 1 team in the country, Walters State Senators, hosting the Jackson State Green Jays, the number 10 seed in the tournament. They got into the double elimination tournament by beating Volunteer State Community College in yesterday's play-in game. Those play-in games were supposed to have happened on Friday, but if you've been paying any attention to this conference tournament, you know that there was a lot of rain that came into Chattanooga on Friday and Saturday, and actually even some on Thursday. And we actually even had a little drizzle last night. I'm not sure how much, but I think it wasn't any more than a quarter of an inch. But the field is a little bit wet. The outfield is a lot wet. But this matchup here will feature the number 1 team in the country, Walters State, who comes in with a 49-6-1 overall record. They're 25-5 in conference play. Jackson State 16-37 overall. They went 6-24 in conference play. These two teams tangled at Jackson State, and it was not good for the Green Jays. They gave up 62 runs and only able to score 9 against Walters State. 24-5 in game 1, 16-4 in game 2, and then 22-0. Walters State won in game 3. All those games were run ruled. And Walters State throwing out their number 1 team, and the pitcher that starts their game 1 of the series primarily, that's Walker Morgan, big tall right-hander. And we'll get you the starting lineups here momentarily. Trying to get my ducks in a row as we get started. Game 1 of today's quadruple header was a pitching masterpiece by Braden Stewart. 9-inning complete game shutout as he scattered 5 hits for Columbia State. Was shut out for the 5th time this year, but they're the 2nd leading hitting team in the conference, Columbia State. So pretty unusual for them to go scoreless in a game. Southwest scored only 2 runs, won 2-0. So they are the first team to move on in the double elimination tournament. Southwest Tennessee will play tomorrow here at 10 a.m. again, and they will await the winner of this game. Let's get you the starting lineups. First for Jackson State. Head coach by Mike Winders. He's assisted by Brett Kelly, and pitching coach is Clayton Gant. The volunteer assistant coach is Kevin Brown. Their athletic director, Dr. Kevin Lynham. Their president, Dr. Carol Rothstein. And here's the starting lineup, very similar to yesterday's game against Vol State. Ethan Quinn will lead off, play shortstop. James Fenton out in center field, bats second. Kate Spalding at third, hitting third. Titus Suggs in left field, batting cleanup. Baylor Melton at first base, batting fifth. The 6-hole hitter is Garrett Lance. He'll be behind the plate. The DH is Galvin Sims Jr. He will bat seventh. Devin Myers in the 8-hole playing right field. Levi Bryant at second base batting ninth. And on the mound for Jackson State, Cade Steiner getting his fourth start of the year. It's his 20th appearance. And he will face the Walter State Senators, #1 in the country in hitting by average, by home runs, by RBIs, by runs scored, by batting average, all of it. Walter State, if you're hitting below 387, you're bringing the average down. Leading off for the Senators, Cole Fenton. He'll play shortstop. Nate Connor in right field, batting second. Jack Vogley in left field, hitting third. Tyler Myatt, the Triple Crown leader right now in the country in batting. He's the cleanup hitter. He's the DH. Batting fifth is a third baseman, Holden Pantier. And Carson Cabbage is behind the plate, batting sixth. Brantley Bamberg at first base, batting seventh. Jack Torbett at second base, hitting eighth. And the 9-hole hitter, Taylor Harris, playing center field. On the mound for the Senators, a two-way player, Walker Morgan, who will be on the hill, 6'7". Walker Morgan. He's just a little guy to Big T over here, who's 6'11". Walker Morgan weighs 230 pounds last weigh-in. He's from Montgomery, Alabama, Home Life Academy. He's a redshirt sophomore. Morgan on for his 13th appearance, all starts, has a 6-0 record, 4.06 ERA, 51 innings of work. He struck out 45 batters. The head coach of Walter State, the coach of the year, Dave Shelton. That's not the first time that's happened. They ran the gamut on the conference individual awards. Dave Shelton, the coach of the year. Aiden Robertson, a right-hander, is the pitcher of the year, and Tyler Myatt is the batter or position player, or he's actually the DH. He has played a position, second base and third base this year, but mostly in the DH spot. He's the player of the year, and that's a hands-down player of the year. Dave Shelton is assisted by Connery O'Donnell and Cody Henderson. Pitching coach is Sean Robinson. Athletic Director Derek Creech, Associate Athletic Director Avery Swinson, and the President, Dr. Tony Mixa. I saw Derek Creech and Avery Swinson. They're right in the front row behind home plate. As Walker Morgan getting his warm-up tosses in. And Jackson State, the overwhelming underdog in this matchup. As I said, gave up 62 runs in 3 games against Walter State. That's not unusual. A lot of teams have given up a lot of runs to the Senators this year, and a perennial favorite to go to the College World Series in Grand Junction. They, just in the last week or two of the season, moved into that #1 slot in Division I junior college baseball. They have got it going on. They are on a 15-game winning streak. That's their longest of the year. They've also had a 14-game winning streak. Jackson State, they're on a 1-game winning streak. Their longest winning streak of the year is 2 games. They're hoping to tie that today with a surprise victory over the Senators. Both teams wearing gray. Walter State wearing the dark gray. Jackson State the light gray, and we are about set for baseball. Morgan from the stretch, and the first pitch swinging, Ethan Quinn fouls that one away, and we are underway right at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Game time temperature 63 degrees here at Chattanooga State Community College in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Glad to have you on the Game Time Sports Network. We are integrating our center field camera here. Big T, he has just tripled his intake here now. Not only is he running the scoreboard and doing commercials, he is adding a camera Center field camera to the mix. Ethan Quinn 3 for 5 in the game yesterday. It's a ground ball to short. Cole Fenton stays down on it. Gloves, throws low to Bamberg. Retires Quinn for out number 1 here at the top of the first. Defensively, Jack Vogeley's in left, Taylor Harrison center, Nate Connor in right. Holden Pantier in third, Cole Fenton at short, Jack Torbett at second, Brantley Bamberg is for first base, Carson Cabbage behind the plate. Catching Walker Morgan on the mound. James Fenton, the center fielder, stands in, squares around the bunt, lays one down, pushes it to first base. Morgan off the mound, throws to first, and glove play by Bamberg at first base. Nice play by both Morgan and Bamberg. Looks like Bamberg caught that ball maybe between the legs of Cole Fenton. A 1-3 to retire Fenton on a nice bunt. Well-placed bunt by Fenton, who went 1 for 6 in yesterday's game against Ball State. Kate Spalding stands in, the third baseman for the Jackson State Green Jays. Called strike. John Higdon behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Brandon Smith down at first base, and David Mayberry rounds out the three-man crew here in our second game of the double elimination tournament. Wigan brings it in there at a rather fast pace. That was delivered a little high. We don't have the miles per hour little sign here. There is somebody who's got a radar gun right behind home plate. It's actually Walter State. That one showed 92.4. Got to get the Bushnell binos out to see those. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spalding. He was 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. Fouls that one down the first base line, and it pops up off the pitcher's mound down in the right field line. Somebody was not too poor to pay attention down there. I think that was part of the grounds crew. He knew that had happened before, so he was expecting it. As the winning Southwest Tennessee Salukis arriving back in the ballpark to watch this game. The winner of this game will take on the Salukis. Is that a great pitch? Misses high and gets in and out of the glove of Carson Cabbage. All conference selections all over the board for Walter State. They are all over both teams. Get you that information a little later. Spalding has gone full. Walker Morgan out on the mound pitching, but he's an all-conference first baseman on the second team. We'll see him tomorrow at first base, more than likely. Full count Ministries. Full count pitch is fouled off toward my pickup truck off the right side. I think I parked far enough away that these guys can't blow up and get me a dent or a broken windshield. You always on a baseball game need to have a auto glass company as a sponsor. Full count pitch, foul straight back. Summer team I broadcast for, we have a auto glass company. They get the most mentions of any sponsor. A lot of foul balls in a 9-inning game. All 4 Spalding. He's the first to reach. Bring up Titus Suggs.
Now batting left fielder number 16, Titus Suggs.
So his dad, Ben Suggs, sitting right to the left of the press box. I don't see his mom. From Greenbrier, Tennessee, not too far away from my hometown, Hendersonville. Suggs drove in 2 of the 7 runs driven in by Jackson State in the 9-5 victory yesterday. 1 for 2, scored 3 times. Trouble dialing into the strike zone here after getting 2 groundouts to begin the inning. He's got 3 balls and no strikes to Suggs. Morgan leads the club in the hit by pitches. He has plunked 10 opposing batters. Right down Broadway for a called strike. Says Jonathan Higdon from Clarksville, Tennessee. Suggs pops one down the left field line. That looks like it will get out of play. And stomping through the quagmire is Jack Vogley on his way over to the fence, but it does go out of play. And we'll have another Full Count Ministries Full Count. Full Count Ministries providing some of the broadcast equipment for this broadcast of the TWCAA baseball tournament. So they get a mention during Full Counts. Summer team that I broadcast for, the Full Count Rhythm. Runner on the move when the Full Count pitch. Lifted out to left field. This will be easy play for Jack Vogt. Make the one-handed grab out of the top of the 7th. Big T had the cameras working over there. Is that looking pretty good? All right. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st. No score. You listen to the Game Time Sports Network.
In 1967, West Tennessee's first community college opened its doors. In the decades since, graduates have made a name for themselves as healthcare professionals, community leaders, business owners, veterans, educators, and so much more. With 3 generations of Jackson State graduates leading the way, the future has never looked brighter for West Tennessee. We are your community college. We are Jackson State.
And Big T back on the Game Time Sports Network. Big T, a student here at Chattanooga. Is your first name Trevor? Is that right? I don't even know his last name. He said he's 6'11". I haven't measured him yet, but he can't walk through the doorway without smacking his forehead on the frame. So he's a pretty good sized feller, and he just got done eating an entire, well, not an entire. He ate the business end of the pumpkin pie. You didn't eat the shell, right? He did not. He just had all of the innards out of the pumpkin pie and ate the entire. It wasn't an extra large. It wasn't like that, but it was a pretty good size pumpkin pie. For somebody like myself that's not a big pumpkin pie guy, I was glad to not watch him eat that. Cole Fenton, Nate Connor, and Jack Vogley to face Cade Steiner. Here at the bottom of the 1st. Cole Fenton is the 2nd team all-conference selection at shortstop. Lead-off batter swings at the first pitch, grounds one to the 3rd baseman. Cade Spalding has been spot on. I've seen him play his last 4 games now in the 5th game, and he has done an excellent job at
Now
third
batting
base.
number 17,
Retires
Nate
Fenton.
Connor.
Fenton comes in hitting .384. He's in the top 10 of a lot of categories in conference play, and he's the 8th best hitter by batting average on his own team. That is unbelievable. Nate Connor stands in. He's a first team all-conference selection. He and the batter on deck, Jack Vogley, 2 of the 3 first conference outfielders. Cade Hitson had played in the game prior to this. The other selection in the outfield. Steiner misses up. Nate Connor hitting .361. Leads the club in walks with 41 and making 42. He is tops in the conference.
And now batting number
That
13, Jack
category.
Vogt.
Jack Vogley stands in. Should have included our PA man. He's now, Nate Connors just tied Garrett Lance, who's the catcher. 9 known plates with 42 walks. Jack Vogley, the left fielder, 3-hole hitter. Takes a healthy cut there, fouls that one off. Vogley, a second-year starter. He led the, I believe he led the conference last year with a 436 batting average. 18 doubles a year ago, 2 triples, 4 home runs, 41 RBIs. Steiner throws over to first. A team that went 44-14, Walter State. Went 0-2 in the conference tournament a year ago. Go any further. Steiner loses his lid. Thing is hit. Tyler Myatt, crown leader, on deck. Shallow into center field. That's going to drop right into the glove of James Fenton. Makes the catch, running toward the infield for out number 2. Vogley got jammed on that pitch. Now 2 outs and a runner at first. Tyler Myatt. We don't have time to talk about him. Hitting .506 leads the country in that category. 27 home runs, that leads the country. 99 RBIs, yes, that leads the country. So does total bases, slugging percentage, on base percentage. Throw over to first. And he's second in the country in hits and runs scored, tied for second.
Hey, I'm intentionally walking this one. Yeah. I'm gonna piss off those.
He has had an amazing year. Had a called strike on the outside corner.
I would not be scared though. I'll throw that.
Had a redshirt freshman. He's from Tazewell, Tennessee, Claiborne County High School. 5'11", 205 pounds. Delayed steal, throw down to second is late. Vogley, who will run often. It's his 19th stolen base of the year. Good throw by Garrett Lance. Just a little delayed there. So that was Vogley, that was Connor. I apologize. Change up, this is down. That's Connor's 13th stolen base. Vogley just gets on base so often. Normally see him on, he's second on the team in on base percentage at .556. Hitting .429, and he's third on his team. Second amongst starters. Myatt was full with that pitch. Connors did not move over to third on the mishandled pitch by Lance. He's still at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a base is open. So Steiner, a left-handed pitcher, facing the left-handed hitting DH, Tyler Myatt. That's outside. No chance for Myatt to offer at that. Don't know how many grand slams he's hit this year, but I saw him hit 2 in Gallatin against Volunteer State. He hit a home run in each game to 2 of those home runs were grand salamis. That's a breaking pitch. That is not called strike 3 like Kate Steiner thought. Myatt goes down to first base with the second walk of the year.
Now batting number 22, Holden
Thought he
Pantier.
had him one there. Holden Pantier's going to stand in. 2 on and 2 out. Pantier's had an excellent year as well, hitting .393. He is the second team all-conference selection at third base. Pitch whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. Looks like Cade Steiner might be in line for a haircut here soon. He is bending all kinds of back muscles, picking up that lid on the ground after each pitch. Slow breaking pitch. This is what misses outside. Pantier's a 6'1", 200-pound redshirt freshman from Erie, Colorado. .393 batting average. He has 12 long balls and 59 RBIs. 59 RBIs has him 5th in the conference coming into the tournament. And he's still there. 64 hits, 14 of those are doubles. This young man can hit as well as the entire Senators lineup. Fouls that one off the screen. Steiner trying to wiggle off the hook here in the top or bottom of the first. Got a ground out from Fenton, then walked Connor. Got Vogley to fly out, then walked Myatt. Runners at first and second. The pitch, slow and fouled off to the right side. Steiner pitched twice against Walter State. Did not start through an inning in the 16-4 loss and an inning in the third. So it's fly down the right field line. Long run for Devin Myers, but it will hit on top of the batting cage. Just on the other side of the fence. The field and the concession stand / bathroom / locker rooms. It's the athletic facility here at Chattanooga State. It's between both the baseball field and the softball field. Softball action going on down the way as Ball State leads Cleveland State 3-0. Looks like that is in the fourth. Pitch is high. Another full count, Ministries full count. 2 outs, a runner should be on the move. If they're paying attention. Pantier looks at the top. Bases are loaded.
Now batting number
Carson
26,
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Second team all-conference catcher will take his shin guards off and put his ankle guard on. Kate Steiner in his 23 1/3 innings coming into today's action and walked 20 batters, so now he's up to a walk. Almost a walk per inning as he now has 23 walks. Mike Winters, the head coach, trying to figure out who he could throw out there. It's driven foul. Dave Shelton, the head coach of Walter State, is the third base coach. I'm guessing that's either Connery O'Donnell or Cody Henderson down at first base for Walter State. Breaking catch inside corner, and Steiner gets ahead of Cabbage. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, all full with walks. The 0-2, round to 2 short. Should get out of it. Quinn over to Bryant, who barely beats Pantier to the base. And there he is, Cade Steiner working magic as he gets the ground out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 runners left aboard. We're through 1. There's no score. We're scheduled for 9. You're listening to the Game Time Sports Network.
Yeah, always leveling up her game. Soon she'll be ready to start building worlds and bringing them to life. How about Tony? He's forging ahead, learning how he can build his own business and help others. And Timothy? He's flipping the script and charting his own path. Soon he'll be reaching new heights with his degree. What do they all have in common? They're always moving forward. So, what's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Top of the second inning. Walker Morgan out to face 5, 6, and 7 Jackson State. Taylor Melton, Garrett Lance, Calvin Sims Jr. Scheduled. Cabbage, last batter up. Take a little bit of time to get his equipment back on.
Now batting number 17, Baylor Melton.
All zeros out of the scoreboard in right center field. Asking head coach Greg Dennis from Chattanooga State what the dimensions were here. That ball is tapped down the third base line. It just now rolls foul. Colton Pantier will come in and make it a dead ball as soon as he hits it with the glove. Greg Dennis, head coach at Chattanooga State, don't have the dimensions up on the fences here, and he was telling me the dimensions, but then all of a sudden something else came up. But I was asking him what they were, and he got out that it was 330 down the lines, and that was about what I had computed with my Google Earth search. There's a ground ball to third. That will roll foul. Count goes 0-2 to Baylor Melton. Melton from McMinn, Tennessee. I'm going to need to check that. He went to Warren County High School, and McMinnville is their Warren County High School. If there's any typos, Melton looks in strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Walker Morgan. Melton is a freshman from Warren County High School.
Now batting number 14, Garrett Lance.
Green Jays in hitting 336. Has a 3-game hitting streak going. Garrett Lance at the plate. Lance over 2 in yesterday's game, but he walked twice, swings at the first pitch, fouls that off to the right side. Get on the old Googler and see if there's actually a town called McMinn or they just have a typo on the roster. Searching. I think it's a typo. It's not finding McMinn, Tennessee. 2 pitches fouled straight back. There's a McMinnville, though. I believe that is right where Baylor Melton is from. Lance fouls that one off. Garrett Lance is from Martin, Tennessee. He will attend Blue Mountain Christian University in Mississippi. His time here at Jackson State is over. Actually, in August, I would assume he's playing. 0-2 pitch from Morgan is out of the zone, pretty close to where Baylor Melton's strike 3 was located. There, I believe, is a McMinn County, but Baylor Melton went to Warren County High School, so he wouldn't live in McMinn County and go to Warren County High School. Tapper at the plate, and that got Cabbage. He is going to have a seat for just a bit. John Higdon will give him as much time as he needs. They do have trainers on site here. Not sure if Walters State has their trainer here. Most catchers, they don't really want the attention. They want to be known as tough. At the letters called strike 3. Garrett Lance can't say anything. He's the catcher. He wants that call for his pitcher. And back-to-back backward Ks on the scorecard for Jackson State. Walker Morgan with 2 straight Ks brings up Galvin Sims Jr. Sims was 1 for 5 in yesterday's game, had an RBI. Ball 1. Sims from Memphis, Tennessee. Went to Whitehaven High School, 6'2" sophomore. Hits for Jackson State yesterday. That's a slow roller to the left side, cut off by Pantier. Sims Jr. has a bit of a toe issue, so he's gingerly running down the first base line. Pantier throws a strike to Bamberg for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Game Time Sports Network.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Way further off. Take it tall.
7, 8, 9, 2 up in the bottom of the second for Walters State. Still looking for their first hit. Kate Steiner back on the hill. The number 1. Haven't had any takers yet. I've put my email address out there. I guess I could put it on the screen. Maybe do that tomorrow. Not enough time between games for me to be messing around with the computer. Technically challenged anyway, but piece of paper, you want to write it down, you want to join the broadcast, you can send me an email. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Give you the email address here after Brantley Bamberg bats. First pitch, he sees the breaking pitch low and inside. Bamberg playing his 32nd game of the year. Imagine hitting .320. Bringing 2 batting average. That's a called strike. He's had a good year. 5 doubles, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. Strokes one high and foul to the left side. Will hit onto the tennis court. Nobody over there playing tennis today. Graduation for Chat State later this week. Not sure which day, but we'll probably be here. The weather has backed us up 2 days. 1-2 pitch. Reached out, popped out to right field. Over is Devin Myers. Jets for out number 1. 3 play-in games were supposed to have been completed on Friday. We got one game in, and then Saturday was a complete
Now
rain.
batting number 2, Jack.
Got 2 games in yesterday, which were the remainder of the play-in games, and now starting the double elimination portion. Jack Corbett attempts to lay down a bunt on a high fastball. Does not get the bat on it. Corbett, a 5'11", 180-pound redshirt sophomore from Johnson City, Tennessee. Went to Science Hill High School. Corbett hitting .406. That's 4th in the conference. Walter State has 4 of the top 5 hitters. Brogan Jones, the only one not wearing a Walter State uniform in the top 4. Corbett 406, 63 hits, 13 doubles, a couple triples, a home run, 35 RBIs. Chopper do third. Spalding on one hop, throws to Melton, digs it out of the dirt. First 2 are retired by Steiner here in the second. Spalding's second assist. So tomorrow, I understand,
Now batting number
I
8,
think it's the 2
Taylor
losers
Harris.
bracket games that will be played at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Those will be played at Cleveland State. So we'll have 4 games here tomorrow at Chattanooga State. That will be the 2 winners bracket games. Southwest Tennessee at 10 a.m. to play the winner of this game, and then the winners of bracket is so messed up. Pellissippi and Cleveland and Chattanooga and Rome, the winner of those 2 games, will play at 1 p.m. And the winners of the losers bracket games at Cleveland will then travel back up here to Chattanooga to play in the 3rd and 4th games of the day. There will be a test, so I hope you've been taking notes. 2 balls, no strikes. Smoked into left field for a base hit by Taylor Harris, the number 9 hole hitter, hitting .338 on the season. Here's the first hit of the ball game for either team. Taylor Harris having an excellent year as well. 6'3", 200-pound redshirt
Now
sophomore
batting number 5,
from
Cole
Woodstock,
Fenton.
Georgia, River Ridge High School. Back to the top of the lineup, Cole Fenton stands in. Taylor Harris, 12 home runs, 51 RBIs out of your number 9 hole hitter. There were a lot of worthy candidates for the all-conference awards in the outfield. 3 outfielders on the second team. Tyler Castle's a throw over the first. Not in time. You gotta hit that button for that one too anytime that ball goes out of there. So that's why I told you, you sure you want to add that second camera? Yep. That pitch was way high and outside. That might have gone out of the camera range. No, it didn't. Tyler Casserly, Barron Ratliff of Motlow, and Drew Potts of Motlow for the second team all-conference selections. Taylor Harris, he'd have a beef. Another pitch is high. Steiner. Cole Fenton only 5'10", so Kate Steiner, he's 5'8". Steiner from Northwest High School is one from Clarkson, Vegas. Throw over to first. Wide of Baylor Melton. Clarkson, Vegas, Clarksville, Tennessee, the home of Fort Campbell Army Base. 101st Airborne. 45 minutes or an hour northwest of Nashville, Tennessee. Steiner, another throw over the first. Steiner, a sophomore left-hander. Got 8 appearances last year. 9 1/3 innings of work. That was fouled off. Well, the full count ministries full count. batter with 1 on and 2 out. Steiner, 9.64 ERA a year ago. Jackson State struggling pitching. Line driving to center field. On comes Fenton. Diving attempt. He can't make it. He gets behind it. Should score a run as Fenton will cruise into second base. RBI double. Diving attempt by James Fenton to try to end the inning, but that ball just dropped as he got to him. And now back-to-back hits off of Cade Steiner have produced the first run of the ball game. Taylor Harris was running on the pitch. He scores easily. And Fenton picks up his 18th double of the year. Nate Connor stands in. Connor walked, stole second, moved to third on another walk, a couple more walks. Ultimately did not score as Carson Cabbage grounded into a fielder's choice to end the inning. Steiner almost got out of it again, and he will take his one and only disengagement. He was trying to move Fenton back to second. They allowed him to step off and not throw to a base 1 time per batter. Fenton 8 for 9 in stolen base attempts. Does not go. That pitch is on the outside. Called strike. Walter State now leads 1-0. In the bottom of the second, trying to play add-on with Nate Connor. There's no limit on a catcher bluffing to a base, though. As Carson Garrett Lance just did. 2-1 pitch. Now Ethan Quinn flashes high. That is off the end of the bat. That flares into center field. This will score another run. Connor did not get good contact, but he'll take it. Back-to-back hits for Walter State. Sometimes better lucky than good. It was not at all the pass at that ball that he was hoping, but got enough aluminum on it. Now 2 in and 1 on with 2 out. Jack Vogley flew out to center field, stands in. Looks at ball 1. There's strike 1 called.
Basically, we're playing 2-4, 2-3. It used to be like that, so we have to keep the balls
Tapper down the third base line. It'll be a tough play for Spalding. He throws it anyway, and that's an infield single for Vogley. That's 4 straight. That's how Walter State can kill you. Drive it, and they can nub it. More driving than nubbing, I'm sure. As pitching coach Clayton Gant will come out and have a chat, try to calm Cade Steiner down. There's nothing you can do about the last 2 right there. That's just basically a swinging bunt by Vogley after Connor hit one off the end of his bat, flared it. That had a slice effect from a left-handed batter. So that thing was curving right to left off the bat of Nate Connor. Drove in Cole Fenton. So Brantley Bamberg started with a fly out to right field. Jack Torben grounded out to third. Cade Steiner was feeling pretty good on the mound for Jackson State. And Taylor Harris stroked a single into left field. Cole Fenton hit a line drive right in front of the diving James Fenton in center field. Could not come up with that one.
And now batting number 18, Tyler
Two
Mott.
flares. Flare actually in a dribbler. Now Tyler Myatt, the best hitter in the country, stands at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Kate Steiner says, what have I done to deserve this? Slow breaking pitch nearly hits Myatt. Myatt on base at a 592 clip. Actually second in the country in that category. First in the conference, of course. Throw back to second. Let's see if they count that. They will. Yesterday's Jackson State Vol State game, there was a play similar to that, a non-competitive pickoff attempt. They determined that it was a disengagement. Is outside. Tyler Myatt had a 17-game hitting streak earlier this year. He's on a 5-game hitting streak now. Walked in his first plate appearance. Thought he'd had a little more walks. That a few more walks. That's 34 on the year. So 3 pitches, not really close.
He was effective at that time.
Jumping from the frying pan into the fire here. Holden Pantier, no slouch at the plate. Here's ball 4, 4-pitch walk. Puts Myatt on base. 4th walk of the game. No action yet in Jackson State's bullpen, but I would expect
Now
that
batting
will
number
change
22,
soon,
Holden Pantier.
especially if Holden Pantier reaches. He also walked in the first. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the second, and the bases loaded for the second straight inning by Walter State. Holden Pantier is not offered the first pitch that he sees low and inside. Playing in his 54th game of the year. It's the 57th game for Walter State. 64 hits. 5th in the conference. Fouls that one off and out of play. A Chat State baseball player will get out after that. They don't play until the night game, the 4th game of the night. Chat State and Roan State. Roan State not too far away in Harriman, Tennessee. They spent the night in their own beds last night. Breaking pitch smashed. Foul. It's Steiner ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mississippi, the number 3 seed in their very first year in competition. Baseball team, their men's basketball team, their women's basketball team. Both had outstanding years for a first year team. Duck snort out to right field. On comes Devin Myers. He's not going to get that one. And another flare. And 2 runs scored out, make it 3. That was not a smart decision to throw that ball to second base. Tyler Myatt hustling all the way around, scores from first base on the single. So 3-run single by Holden Pantier as Devin Myers just had a brain cramp throwing the ball to second base.
Now batting number 26,
As the
Clark
score is
Babbitt.
now 5-0. Need to let our scoreboard operator know. 3 runs scored.
He's not the main character, but he is a cartoon.
Again, not a ball hit hard. It was just a flare out to right. That ball high and deep to left field. Carson Cabbage has just left the yard with a 2-run shot. 9th batter to come to the plate. Carson Cabbage says, enough of this dink and dunk. Let me show you what power is. He hits his 10th bomb of the year. RBIs 44 and 45. Carson Cabbage, a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. just kicked the extra point right there, 7-0. Walter State leads. As Brantley Bamberg come to the plate for the second time in the inning. It's the first pitch he sees. Foul down the third baseline. Walter State sneak up on you and then club their 116th home run of the year. That's right, 116. Ground ball to the left side. It's going to be a tough play. Backhanded by Quinn. Throw to first. Not in time. It took the one hop and slowed down to Melton. And Bamberg nearly did something that no hitter wants to do, and that's make 2 outs in 1 inning.
Now batting number 2, Jack.
Now Jack
Corbett.
Corbett, he has the possibility of doing that as well. Again, he doesn't want to do it. He grounded out the third. Nice play by Quinn at shortstop. That ball's popped up. And that hits off the top railing of the stands here right next to these Chat State players that are going to get foul balls. They're sitting on the right side of the bleachers. Runs in the inning after 2 outs. Foul ball out of play. Go Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 straight hits, then a walk of Tyler Myatt. And now 3 more hits for 7 in the inning. Pitch misses up and away. Right-hander loosening in Jackson State's bullpen. Looks like Luke Crook. Steiner thought he had a strikeout there. 2 strikes to the Senators' second baseman. He's hit by that pitch. First hit batter by Steiner. See how long Mike Winders wants to go with Cade Steiner. Taylor Harris, who started this rally off with a laced single into left field, steps to the plate with 2 on. Carson Cabbage hit a no-doubt home run out of here to left field. Holden Pantier, who
now batting
dumped
number 8,
a
Taylor Harris.
single down into shallow right field over toward the fair line. Tyler Myatt from first base hustling all the way around. Devin Myers, for some reason, instead of throwing the ball home, he threw to second base instead of hitting the cutoff man. Tyler Myatt never broke stride coming around third base, and he scored all the way from first on the single. Off-speed pitch popped up to the right side. Baylor Melton over to give it a look. Hits off of the dugout. Strike 1. Taylor Harris, a .338 hitter. Good-looking player. Time called. Looks like a baseball got away down in the bullpen. Just takes that top hand off the bat when he swings. He fouls that one straight back. Steiner wiggled off the hook in the first, stranding 3 runners, but couldn't do it in the second. He delivers, lifted out to Devin Myers. Now he's coming on hard on a pop-up to right field, and he makes the catch. Route number 3. Walter State sends 12 to the plate, scores 7 earned runs on 7 hits, no errors. 2 runners are left aboard. We're through 2. Walter State leads 7-0. You're listening to the Game Time Sports Network.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Sports Network. Top of the 3rd inning. Jackson State down by a touchdown, 7-0. Morgan, starting pitcher. Now with a 7-run lead, he'll face 8, 9, and 1. Jackson State lineup: Devin Myers, Levi Bryant, and Ethan Quinn.
Now batting number 12, Devin Myers.
Myers, 6'4", sophomore from Germantown, Tennessee. It's just outside of Memphis. It's called strike. Sometimes center fielder, sometimes right fielder. He hits one high and deep out to left field. Jack Bogley going back, still going back, and he can't make that catch. It hits right in front of the warning track. There's the first hit of the ball game for Jackson State. It will be a double. I think Bogley thought he had a track on that. But again, the outfield is wet, very wet from the rains, 4 or 5 inches.
Now batting number 7,
We
Levi
got here in
Bryant.
Chattanooga on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Myers gets his 8th double of the year. Came in hitting .272 as Levi Bryant stands in. Bryant. Looks at ball 1. Bryant 0 for 2 in yesterday's game. Did draw a walk. Reached on an error. Taken out for a pinch runner, Pedro Fuentes, in the 5th inning. Levi 5'8" from Medina, Tennessee. He's a freshman. Count now goes 2 balls and a strike. Ball State down at Jackson State for the final series of the year, and I broadcasted from Jackson State sitting outside on a table. Coach Winders told me that they were looking at building a brand new field with a press box, actually a lot along the lines of this press box here at Chattanooga State. Of course, I did tell him, make sure that the windows open in the press box. Press box without windows opening is a hindrance at times. There's ball 4, Bryant. The first 2 in the 3rd have reached. Second walk of the game by Morgan. That will bring the top of the lineup, Ethan Quinn, to the plate. The baseball and softball field are located right next to each other in Jackson State.
Number 29, Ethan Quinn.
There's an open field as you drive into that entrance of the school, and he said that they're going to build a new stadium, a new field, and press box in that location, I think. That ball is bunted to third base. Holden Pantier charges, throws in the dirt, but dug out of there again by Bamberg. A sacrifice bunt. Down by 7 by Ethan Quinn. Moves the runners up. There's one out in the third. Nice play by Pantier on the sacrifice bunt. Not sure if that was a bunt by Quinn for a base hit or not, but those runners move up. I would expect that the bunt is something that he uses. They've got a pickoff play to third base, and they had the runner. I don't know if the ball was dropped or not at third base. Not sure if you saw that or not. Did we get that one, Big T, or were we on the zoomed center field camera? Fenton looks at a pitch high and away. He laid down a bunt in the first and was push bunt down the first base line. Walker Morgan got off the mound quickly and threw to Bamberg. I think caught the ball between the legs of Fenton. Those are called strike. Can't lose at 1 ball, 1 strike. So hopefully next year, Jackson State will be playing in a brand new baseball field with an actual press box. They don't have a press box for either baseball or softball. Be good. I'm not sure if they're going to get lights on that field or not. If they do and they put lights at softball, they could host a conference tournament. 2 balls, 1 strike. They get 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out, 2 on. Jackson State trying to crack the run column. Get a few back after giving up 7 in the bottom of the second. Ground ball to the right side. This should get 1. Bamberg will underhand to Morgan, who just steps on first base before Fenton. RBI ground out. 3-1 scores Myers. Bryant moves over to third base. So the leadoff double by Devin Myers comes home to break the shutout.
About number 20, Cade Spalding.
Now 2 outs, Cade Spalding at the plate. Morgan misses. He seems to miss way high on glove side. Of course, he doesn't want to hit a batter, and he does lead in that category. And just as I say it, he nearly comes close to hitting Spalding. That goes 2 balls and no strikes. Outs, runner at third, 1 run in. And now a second run will come in on the pass ball, I believe. Have to see how that official scoring goes. Ken Stegall, the scores table says it is a pass ball. I don't disagree. So 7-2 is the score. Spalding now batting with nobody on. 2 runs in. It's a called strike, 3-0 count. Ground ball up the middle. Cole Fenton gloves. Strong throw over. Jackson State gets 2 back. 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. Head to the bottom of the third. Jackson State trails by 5.
Yeah, always leveling up her game. Soon she'll be ready to start building worlds and bringing them to life. How about Tony? he's forging ahead, learning how he can build his own business and help others. And Timothy, he's flipping the script and charting his own path. Soon, he'll be reaching new heights with his degree. What do they all have in common? They're always moving forward. So, what's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Steiner came out of the Jackson State dugout. Surprised me. I didn't think Mike Winters would have him come back out and face the top of Walter State line. There he is. Luke Crook, the right-hander, is still warming in the Jackson State bullpen. State sent 12 to the plate in the second, 7 runs, 7 hits. Jackson State scored 2 in the top of the third. 2 of those runs, one of those runs was unearned on the pass ball. Slow breaking pitch to Fenton, misses outside. Cole Fenton 1 for 2 as an RBI double. Only double of the game. The only other extra base hit is a home run by Carson Cabbages. Steiner has missed with the first 2 to the right-handed hitting shortstop. Both games today, the leadoff batter for all 4 of the teams has been their shortstop. This game, Ethan Quinn and Cole Fenton is now a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Logan Luckett for Southwest Tennessee and Hudson Miles for Columbia State. All leadoff batters. Drilled right at the third baseman, Cade Spalding, who makes the catch of the sinking line drive for out number 1. Fenton tattooed that one.
Come back at the bat, right fielder number 17.
There you go. Duck snorts for base hits, line outs for, or line drives for outs. Nate Connor stands in. Been on base both times he's come to the plate. Walked, was stranded at third in the first. Single drove in a run and scored in the second. Hit a little flare that went right to left on your radio dial. Actually, you're not watching this on your radio. It's your computer or maybe your big screen television. That's what I would like to know. TReeseSports@gmail.com. Maybe I didn't give you the email. TREECE Sports. That one's a little bit more well hit out to center field. James Fenton has no trouble with that. Steiner has retired the first 2 in the third. And this is where Walter State
now
can fool you.
13, Jack.
With 2 outs, first 2 retired in the second. They sent 10 more batters to the plate. 9 of them reached before Taylor Harris flew out to right field to end the inning. Jack Vogley fly out to center and a single to left field. Actually, it was an infield single. Trickled down to third base. Swinging bunt. Steiner falls behind. 2 balls and no strikes. And a pop up in the shallow left center field. Out goes Quinn. In comes Fenton. Looks like Fenton has this one, and he does. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Cade Steiner. Bounce back inning for the young left-hander. So he goes 3 up, 3 down. After 3, the score is 7-2. 10 run after 5, 8 after 7 is the mercy rule, if you're wondering. Right back on the Game Time Sports Network.
Yeah, always leveling up her game. Soon she'll be ready to start building worlds and bringing them to life. How about Tony? He's forging ahead, learning how he can build his own business and help others. And Timothy? He's flipping the script and charting his own path. Soon he'll be reaching new heights with his degree. What do they all have in common? They're always moving forward. So, what's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Four, 5, and 6 due up here in the top of the fourth inning. The gray,
Now batting number
lighter
16,
gray
Titus
uniform of Jackson
Suggs.
State Green Jays. Yes, Green Jays is a bird. I got schooled on that down at Jackson State one year. First pitch swinging, Titus Suggs fouls. That one was to the left. Flew out to left field to end the first inning. Suggs a .261 hitter, 18 hits, 3 doubles, a home run, 16 RBIs. As a line drive, base hitting to center field for Titus Suggs, the sophomore from Greenbrier High School, the former Bobcat team. Second hit of the ball game for Jackson State as they try to climb back into this one. Baylor Milton stands in. He was a
17.
strikeout
Baylor
victim to begin the
Milton.
second. Looked at called third strike. 6'2" from McMinnville, Tennessee. He's a true freshman, two-way player. He'll get on the mound too as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1. Misses for ball one. Big T must have got cold. He got up, turned the air conditioner on. 65 degrees outside. Blowing my notes around here. Got it on high. You need somebody to slap you awake is what you're saying. 2-1 pitch. Slowing away. Walker Morgan already walked 2 batters in the game. Puts that one right down Broadway. Full Count Ministries full count. Count Ministries owns the Full Count Rhythm summer collegiate baseball team that now going back into the Ohio Valley League. Full count first pitch foul ball off the bat of Baylor Melton. Melton a .336 hitter, 41 hits on the season. That leads the club. 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 25 RBIs. Gets on base just a bit over 400, 40% of the time. So you get on base here with a third walk of the game by Walker Morgan. The first 2 have reached here in the 4th. Garrett Lance, the catcher, steps to the plate. He was also a strikeout victim
Coming up to the
in the
plate, number
second inning.
14, Garrett Lance.
Another called strike 3 by Jonathan Higdon behind the plate. His first action squaring around a bunt is Lance, and he takes a called strike. Bamberg charging from first base. Holden Pantier was staying home at third base. Lance does not square here and has to move back away from an inside pitch. Sunshine with lots of clouds here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Fastball is up. Lance hitting 276. Fouls that one off. Came in tied with James Fenton in runs scored with 32. Leads the club at doubles, home runs, and RBIs. 11 doubles, 4 homers, 26 driven in. Slider misses away of a full count. Ministries full count. Nobody out. Walker Morgan struggling here in the fourth. Give up a single to Titus Suggs and walk Baylor Melton. Has just struck out Garrett Lance for the second time looking. That's out number 1, a big out for Morgan. Third strikeout of the
number
game
11, Galvin Sin.
with a 6'7" right-hander from Montgomery, Alabama. Redshirt sophomore. Galvin Sims Jr. was a called strike at the letters. Morgan 6 appearances a year ago, with 2-0, 6 2/3 innings, got two wins and 6 2/3, 5 hits. So rarely used last year. There's a ground ball to second, could be 2. On to second for 1, and the throw to first, the 4-6-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered for the Senators. Strand a runner. 1 hit, no runs, no errors in the inning. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Walter State leads 7-2. You're listening to the Game Time Sports Network.
In 1967, West Tennessee's first community college opened its doors. In the decades since, graduates have made a name for themselves as healthcare professionals, community leaders, business owners, veterans, educators, and so much more. With 3 generations of Jackson State graduates leading the way, the future has never looked brighter for West Tennessee. We are your community college. We are Jackson State.
Kate Steiner on the hill for Jackson State, inning number 1, 2, 3 inning in the third for the left-hander. 5'8" sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee. He'll face Tyler Myatt leading off bottom of the fourth. That one not close.
Let's go, Tyler.
Myers fouls that breaking pitch off. He has walked twice, scored once. Not sure what happened with that pitch, but it was not caught by Garrett Lance. I had a 5-game hitting streak. Hasn't had much to swing at. He's got one something to swing at there and lifts one high out the right field. Devin Myers over into the corner, and that ball goes out of the yard. Myers had a play, it looked like. It just barely cleared the fence down the right field line, right at about 327 or 330. Myatt hits his 28th home run of the year. That was a high fly ball that Myers thought he had, and then his elbow hit right into the top of the fence. And now Myatt has extended his hitting streak to 6 games with his 28th home run. There is his 100th RBI of the year. Next pitch swung on by Holden Pantier. Well struck, but right at James Fenton for out number 1.
Go, Carson.
Not one of Tyler Myatt's more impressive home runs, but
number 26,
they don't ask you
Carson
how, they just
Haddon.
ask you how many. He got that one definitely high enough. Just ran out of room, did Devin Myers. I'm pretty sure he thought he had a beat on that one. I think it's 325 to 330 down that right field line. About the same in left field. I think it's about 385, maybe 390 to dead center, but the gaps, the left center and right center, are deeper than most. They're probably about 375, so there's not a big push from gap to center field to gap. Carson Cabbage now 3-ball, no strike count. He hit his 10th home run of the year out of here to left field. That was a no-doubter. A 4-pitch walk puts Cabbage on base. 5th walk of the game for Kate Steiner, who started this game.
Now batting number 25.
Stranded 3 runners, did not allow a hit in the first inning. The second inning, after getting the first 2 out, ran into a buzzsaw. First pitch swinging, Brantley Bamberg fouls it to the Jackson State on deck circle. Bamberg's 1 for 2, had an infield single and a flyout. Brantley from Murfreesboro Riverdale High School, a Warhawk. And Murfreesboro got a lot of really good baseball players coming out of Murfreesboro now. Riverdale, Blackman, Oakland, Siegel High School. Breaking pitch misses a little high on the 0-2. Bamberg 6'1", 225-pound redshirt sophomore. Last year, Bamberg played 34 games, hit .314. So that pitch sails high and away. 4 doubles and triples, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. Walters hit 108 home runs last year. Add 2 to their total coming in, they have 117 now. Full count Ministries, full count pitch. Bamberg just swung at ball 4 and fouled it into the parking lot. game combatants, Pellissippi State and Cleveland State, arriving. Pellissippi taking batting practice down the right field line. It's the pinging sound you're hearing. There's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. That will bring up Jack Torbett, but before then, Garrett Lance will go out and have a chat. In the softball tournament, a couple of shutouts in games 1 and 2. Chat State, the number 1 seed, defeated Motlow State 8-0. It's a 1 versus 8, I believe, there.
Now batting number 2.
And a 2
Jack
versus 7,
Torbett.
Vol State 7-0 over Cleveland State. That game went the full 7 innings. And next up is Roan State taking on Dyersburg State. Fly ball out to right field. Devin Myers has it measured, tagging at second. Carson Cabbage, the throw comes into second base. So second out on a fly out by Torbett. Now runners at the corners for the Senators, brings up the number 9 hole hitter, Taylor Harris, who probably could be a leadoff hitter for any other team in this conference. Runs well and hits well.
Second back in number 8, Taylor Harris.
12 home runs would lead a lot of squads. Tied for 6th in the conference in home runs. As the number 9 hole hitter looks at ball 1 high and outside. Solo home run by Tyler Myatt to lead off the inning, but Walters up 8-2. Back pick to first base. The throw is right on the dot, but the tag just a hair late to get Bamberg. Pitch is a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. So Pellissippi State, the number 3 seed, taking on Cleveland State, the number 6 seed in baseball. Following this contest, the winner of this game will play Southwest Tennessee tomorrow here at Chattanooga State at 10 a.m. And the winners of the last 2 games, that pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike. Winners of the last 2 games will meet right here at Chat State at 1 p.m. Chattanooga State will host Roan State in the final game today of today's quadruple header. Harris starts to offer at the 3-1 pitch and lays off. That's the 7th walk of the game for Kate Steiner. The bases are loaded of walks, and that looks like that will end the afternoon for Kate Steiner. Head coach Mike Winders out of the dugout. Infield will come on, and let's see if he's made the call yet. Don't see the call being made, but Luke Crook, the right-hander that was warming in the bullpen, is looking on. They're going to leave Steiner in there, looks like. Steiner says he wants Cole Fenton. I have no idea what Kate Steiner said. I'm sure he said, I want to stay in the game. But a ball in the gap here, or one that leaves the yard, would give
Now batting number 5, Cole
Walter
Fenton.
State a 10-run lead. But we still have to go to the 5th inning. Fenton can drive it out of the park, but he hits a ground ball foul down the third baseline, right over the head of Carson Cabbage. Is leading off at third base. Fenton has 5 home runs on the season, 44 RBIs, make it 45, his double drove in Taylor Harris for the first run of the game. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Fenton 1 for 3 in the game. Grounded out. Doubled to center field and lined out to the third baseman. Kate Spalding playing well back at third and on the line. Nice play there by Garrett Lance to slide to the left as that pitch came inside. Jackson State a 9-5 winner over Vol State yesterday, and the only game that did not go according to seed. Jackson State came in as the 10th seed out of 11. I'll tell you, Dyersburg State acquitted themselves well yesterday as the 11th seed. They did not come in and lay down to Cleveland State. Lost 2-1 in a pitcher's duel. 3-1 pitch in there for a called strike. And just for the fun of it, we'll have a full count. Ministries full count with 2 outs. 1 run in. Cole Fenton trying to play add-on. Cade Steiner trying to pitch it for his life here in this ball game. This could be his last pitch that he throws at Jackson State. That's a base hit off the glove of the diving Ethan Quinn. 2 runs will score. Fenton is in between first and second to throw over, is not in time. A 2-run single for Fenton. That's 3 RBIs for Cole. That will now end the ball game for Cade Steiner. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Game Time Sports Network.
Yeah, always leveling up her game. Soon she'll be ready to start building worlds and bringing them to life. How about Tony? He's forging ahead, learning how he can build his own business and help others. And Timothy? He's flipping the script and charting his own path. Soon he'll be reaching new heights with his degree. What do they all have in common? They're always moving forward. So, what's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Pitcher on for Jackson State, right-hander Luke Crook, 6'4" freshman from Halls, Tennessee. That's in West Tennessee. He'll come on with 2 out and runners at the corners. Cole Fenton has just driven in 2 with a hard single off the glove of Ethan Quinn, the shortstop, that was destined for left field off the bat by Fenton. Walter State now leads 10-2. Threatening still as Nate Connor will come to the plate to face Crook. Steiner goes 3 2/3. Gives up 9 hits to this point, 10 runs. 2 runners on base are his responsibility. All these runs are earned. Walked 7. Did not strike out about it. Faced 28 in the ball game. Nate Connor 1 for 2. Runner goes, throw down to second, and they got him. Caught stealing, so 1 pitch thrown by Crook, and Garrett Lance with an absolute hose to second base to get Cole Fenton, and except for an evasive tag by
4 innings played, Walter
or evasive
State
attempt
lead
by Fenton to reach
10-2.
second base that wasn't even close. So Fenton is caught stealing. And Luke Crook not even faced a batter yet. Does get 1/3 of an inning. So he comes in. Walter State scores 3 more runs, all earned on 2 hits. No errors, 1 runner was left on base. 10-2 is the score. Stay right here, but we'll let you hear some of the music. broadcast. You can send me an email to treesesports@gmail.com. You know who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Give you a shout out here on the broadcast. Walking out for the fifth inning with an 8-run lead. Run rule is 10 after 5. Jackson State wants to dig into this lead right here. Otherwise, Walters could end it in the bottom of the fifth with 2 runs. There's a ground ball to third. Pantier stays down. Throw is high, and that gets to the fence. Backing up the play is Carson Cabbage. And Devin Myers thought better of trying to go to second. He retreats to first base, an error on the throw by Pantier. That is only his 6th error of the year. First error of the ball game by either team. As Levi Bryant stands in. He walked and scored. Fouls that one back. Walter State only lost 2 series during the conference season. Lost to Pellissippi and Southwest Tennessee 2-3. Levi Bryant is down on strikes. His backswing looked like it hit Carson Cabbage in the head. Cabbage looks like he's okay, but a strikeout in the 4th of the game by Walker Morgan is the first out here in the 5th. Ethan Quinn stands in. Ground out and a sacrifice bunt. Swings at the first pitch, flies it out to center field. Taylor Harris takes care of that out. Now it's James Fenton time. A couple of Fentons, Cole and
number 8,
James.
James
I
Fenton.
believe they're related. Fenton 0 for 2, but he has an RBI on a ground out. That's a ball 1. This James Fenton is from Memphis, Tennessee. Cole Fenton from New Bern, Tennessee. His pitch is fouled back. James Fenton goes down. So Cole Fenton from Dyer County High School. That's the backyard of Dyersburg State. True freshman for Dave Shelton. Congratulations to Dave Shelton, Coach of the Year. I believe back in 2022. I had that pulled up. Let's see if I still do. Maybe I deleted that. Dizzy Ammons was the, here we go, 2 balls and a strike, not 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is that what you had, Big T? 2 balls and a strike? You're all over it. Popped up to the right side. Bamberg looks like he has a play. He's on the warning track and he makes the catch for the final out of the 5th in foul territory as Fenton goes down. He's now 0 for 3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. 2 runs for Walter State, and they'll walk this one off. Go to the bottom of the 5th, see what happens.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Was in 2022 that Dave Shelton, coach of Walter State, was the coach of the year. And the player of the year, Caleb McNeely, he had about 26 or 27 home runs that year. And Cole Drake, the left-handed pitcher who's now in the Texas Rangers organization, was the pitcher of the year. Did not get to my alumni spotlight, so I have to try to get that done here as Walter State bats in the fifth. Luke Crooks throws his second pitch, but his first one that means anything. Last pitch he threw resulted in a caught stealing. This is into Nate Connor for a called strike. Connor was at the plate when Cole Fenton was caught stealing for the final out of the fourth. Ground ball to second. Bryant throws to first, pulls Baylor Melton off the bag, and Connor reaches on the E4. It's the last thing you need to do with Walter State. They hit well enough. You don't want to put runners on. Jack Vogley stands in. Alumni spotlight for Walter State is Daniel Ortiz. Daniel Ortiz from Puerto Rico, third baseman for Walter State in 23 and 24. Last year he was the player of the year and ended up being a 16th round draft pick by the St. Louis Cardinals. Is now in the minor leagues with the Palm Beach Cardinals in Jupiter, Florida. Struggling a little bit, hitting .208 with a couple of home runs. As the player of the year, he had 18 home runs, 61 RBIs. As Jack Vogley's just drawn a walk. He's now 1 for 3 and on base twice. And the winning runs are on base with Tyler Myatt, last person you want to see. Daniel Ortiz had a .391 batting average. His .532 on base percentage last year led the conference. Played in 58 games to Daniel Ortiz. He's the Walter State alumni spotlight. Jackson State's alumni spotlight, Seth Creasy, now at Freed Hardman, a right-hander. For Jackson State, he's from Burns, Tennessee, 5'10", right-hander. Went to Dixon County High School. Played a couple of years for Jackson State. Now with Freed Hardman, the Lions. NAIA Division School down in near Jackson. 2-0 is fouled off. Myatt had a good pass at that one. He hit his 28th home run of the year right over the fence down the right field line. Devin Myers nearly made the catch. I'm not sure if he got a glove on it or not, but so Seth Creasy and Daniel Ortiz are alumni spotlights for these two teams. I remember meeting Seth Creasy a couple years ago at Jackson State. Very personable young man. 3-1 pitch swung through by Myatt. Well, the full count Ministries full count. one of the issues with big hitter like this that people want to pitch around is you start swinging at pitches outside the zone. That would have been ball 4 for sure. Myatt would love to end this ball game right here with a big swing. Runner is going on the full count pitch with nobody out, and Myatt draws his 3rd walk of the day. He's on base, 4 for 4. It's a 2nd straight walk by Luke Crook. And we'll get a visit from Mike Winders, and that will end the afternoon for Crook, as he has already made the call to the bullpen. Let's see who. Looks like we're going to have a left-hander. Have to wait till he turns around before we figure out who he is, but it's a double-digit number. Could it be Parker Jackson again? Number 21 is not Cole McKinney. Who did we figure out was 21 the last time? Let's see if they have. Parker Jackson is showing. I think what happens is Cole McKinney and Parker Jackson have switched numbers. So I'm going to go with Parker Jackson. Final answer. Did he pitch in that game against Vol State? He did not. Gavin Olson and Cole McKinney. But I think he pitched. Yeah, I know it's number 21. It's just not on their roster. 21 is a different person. So I'm going with Parker Jackson. Ken Stegall, is that who you got? Okay. All right. Official score. Ken Stegall, he's got to make sure he gets it right. I want to say that Jackson pitched in the Ball State series.
42, Holden Pantier.
And Holden Pantier will try his hand with the bases loaded, nobody out. An error and 2 walks, and he's hit by a pitch. So hit by a pitch draws Nate Connor home, and everybody moves up 90 feet. That's an unearned run right there, but Jackson State now the winning run is standing at 3rd base. That's Jack Vogley. So everybody's got to come in. Not just the infield, the outfield's got to come in too. Carson Cabbage, who's already gone big fly once today, licking his chops. He's 1 for 2. Scored twice, driven in 2. And that's going to end the ball game on another wild pitch. So 2 wild pitches. And this game belongs to the Senators. It takes an hour and 45 minutes as Parker Jackson comes in and throws 2 wild pitches. Well, the second one ends up being the wild pitch. And no RBI, so 2 runs come in. One of those is unearned. On no hits, 1 error. Final score is cleared off the board already. I tell you, old Grant, he's ready to clear that off there. 12-2 is the final score. Big T didn't close it off. The win goes to Walker Morgan. Morgan moves to 7-0. He is undefeated. Losing pitcher Cade Steiner. Steiner gets his first loss of the year. He's 0-1. No save in the game. Jackson State will move into the losers bracket. Walter State will take on Southwest Tennessee tomorrow. As I think how this works is Columbia State will take on Jackson State tomorrow at Cleveland State. There's a couple of games being moved down there to try to get back in at least a couple of games. So Columbia State will play Jackson State in an elimination game tomorrow morning at Cleveland State. Southwest Tennessee defeated Columbia State 2-0. Walter State with a 12-2 victory. They will take on Southwest Tennessee right back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. And coming up, Pellissippi against Cleveland State here about 30, 45 minutes. Actually, we might just keep it here because we have the TCCAA awards that will be being announced here in approximately 10 minutes. So we might just keep it here on the stream and let everybody be able to watch that as the folks come in. So I will turn my volume down and come back in just a few minutes. Listen to the Game Time Sports Network.
We would like to announce that the awards ceremony will be taking place in about 10 minutes.
Tim Reese back on the Game Time Sports Network as
We would like to welcome to the field to present the 2025
Mike
All
Campbell
TCCA baseball team, Dr.
showing up
Rebecca
with
Ashford, President of Chattanooga
awards.
State, Bobby Hudson, Men's Director for Region 7, and Mike Campbell, Assistant Commissioner of the TCCA.
He is part of the conference staff.
With our first award, we would like to recognize the winners of the James Cigliano Trophy. This trophy was named after longtime TCCA Hall of Fame member from Cleveland State and former TCCA Commissioner, the late James Cigliano. This award goes to the winners of the regular season in the Tennessee Community College Athletic Association. With a 25-5 conference record, the Walter State Senators accepting the award is head coach Dave Shelton.
Center field camera as the entire Walter State Senators led by Dave Shelton. You'll see the back of them. There we go now. As they will face the press box here. There is the 2025 Walter State Senators baseball team. They won the regular season conference, 25-5 record. They are the #1 ranked team in Division I JUCO baseball. Of course, they just got them defeating Jackson State 12-2. A whole bunch of those players right there that will need to stick around as they are on the first and second team all conference, and two of them are Player of the Year and Pitcher of the Year. Dave Shelton, of course, is the Coach of the Year.
At this time, if you would please come to home plate to receive your recognition for being named to the All TCCA second
They'll
team.
announce the
Walter Morgan,
individual
Walter State Community
award
College,
winners
first base.
at the end.
Braden Graves,
Walker
Chattanooga
Morgan,
State
the second
Community
team all
College,
conference
second
selection
base.
at first base. Coming over to meet
Holden
Bobby
Cantier,
Hudson and
Walter State Community College, third base.
President Dr. Rebecca Ashford.
Cole Fenton, Walter State Community College,
Braden Graves,
shortstop.
the second baseman for Chattanooga State.
Tyler
second team
Casserly,
all-conference.
Southwest
He was our
Tennessee Community
our ball
College
boy all
outfielder.
game long during the Walter State Jackson State game. Holden Pantier, the
Baron Ratliff,
second team all
Motlow State
conference
Community
third
College,
baseman. Cole
outfielder.
Fenton from Walters, so three of those
Drew
four guys
Potts,
right
Motlow
there from
State
Walter
Community
State.
College,
Cole Fenton, the
outfielder.
shortstop. Tyler
Clint
Casserly
Seymour,
is
Columbia
the
State Community College,
one of the
designated
three
hitter.
second team all conference selections from Southwest Tennessee.
Carson
Baron
Cabot,
Ratliff
Walter State Community
from
College,
Motlow
catcher.
State, and Drew Potts from Motlow State.
Colin
The other
Rittenberg,
two second team all
Mississippi
conference
State
selections.
Community College,
Clint
starting pitcher.
Seymour now meeting with Bobby Hudson, and the president is the
Evan
second
Hansen,
team all
Volunteer
conference
State Community
DH.
College, starting pitcher.
Carson Cabbage, the second team catcher from Walter State.
Ian Sonner,
Evan Hansen,
Chattanooga State Community College, starting
starting
pitcher.
pitcher from Volunteer State Community College. Ian Sonner from Chattanooga State.
And Jay Watson,
Starting
Columbia State
pitcher and
Community
Colin
College,
Rittenberry.
relief pitcher.
From Pellissippi State, Jay Watson from Columbia State.
Congratulations to your
Second
second
team
team
all
all
conference
TCCA.
That's the second teamers who are present, getting their second team all conference awards. Congratulations to each one of them. Athletic Director of Chattanooga State, Tammy Swenson, down there on the field as well.
Now to recognize our first team all TCCA as voted on by
Now
the
the first
coaches.
team all
Please
conference
come to home
selections.
plate as you are called. Bryce
being
Turner,
announced. Bryce Turner
Southwest
from
Tennessee
Southwest
Community
Tennessee.
College,
Saw him
first
play
base.
earlier today.
Brogan Jones,
All-conference selection
Cleveland
at first
State
base.
Community College, second
Brogan
base.
Jones from Cleveland State. He's about to play, so he'll come out of the third base dugout. First team.
Devin
Second baseman.
McEachron,
Devin
Chattanooga
McCarron.
State Community College, third base. Devin McCarron. Logan Luckett, Southwest
McCarron, the
Tennessee
third
Community
baseman,
College,
Chat State.
shortstop.
First team all-conference. Logan Luckett played early, got the win, 2-0.
Jack
over
Bogley, Walter State
Columbia
Community
State.
College,
He is the
outfielder.
first team all-conference at shortstop. Three outfielders, two
Nate
of them
Connor,
from Walter State.
Walter
You saw
State
them play.
Community
Jack
College,
Bogley and
outfielder.
Nate Connor from Walter State. Joined Cade Hitson from Columbia State.
Cade Hitson, Columbia State Community College, outfielder.
Very, very tight race among outfielders.
Tyler Myatt, Walter
Tyler
State
Myatt,
Community College, designated hitter.
First team all-conference selection at the DH spot. He is the player of the year.
Ty
So he'll get
Denton,
another award.
Cleveland State Community College, catcher.
And his 28th home run of the year, being the 12-2.
Aiden Robertson, Walter State Community College, starting pitcher.
Ty Denton, the first team catcher from Cleveland State.
Gage Peterson, Walter
Three
State
starting
Community
pitchers,
College,
two of
starting
them from
pitcher.
Walter State. Aiden Robertson, who is the pitcher of the year.
Dylan Alonso,
Joined by Gage
Columbia
Peterson,
State
also
Community
from
College,
Walter State.
starting pitcher.
And Dylan Alonso, starting pitcher.
And
Columbia
finally,
State,
relief pitcher
probably will
Anthony
start
Scarpino, Southwest
his
Tennessee
bracket
Community
game
College.
tomorrow. And the relief pitcher,
This
Anthony
is your
Scarpino,
baseball first team
set
all
to come in.
TCCAA. Please
Stewart.
give these gentlemen a round of
Stewart
applause.
said, I don't need you. I'm going to go complete game shutout. And that's what he did. First game of the day. There is your first team. All conference selections. Or at least 11 of the 13. See their backs. And watch them as they walk off the field.
As the final part of our baseball TCCAA recognition, we have 3 special awards to hand out. Again, all selections are voted on by the coaches. Your 2025 Baseball Pitcher of the Year from Walter State, Aiden Robertson.
TCCAA commissioner.
Next up, the 2025 Player of the Year, Tyler Myatt, Walter State. Lastly, we now have our 2025 Baseball Coach of the Year from Walter State, David Shelton.
And all 3 of the individual awards swept by Walter State as they did back in 2022. Dave Shelton was Coach of the Year. Caleb McNeely and Cole Drake named Player of the Year and Pitcher of the Year. Just don't have a zoomed in shot of the award winners right there. That's the best we can do here.
Let's give
Under
all
the
our recipients
circumstances
another big round of applause.
Of our broadcast of game number 2. These awards were supposed to have been handed out on Friday between games 2 and 3 of the play-in games. And that will conclude the award ceremony. Thank you for sticking around if you did. Hopefully you got to see somebody you know pick up a well-deserved award. We will end this broadcast and start a new one. Go to Game Time Sports Network to find the next game. Hopefully you purchase the full tournament package and you can watch all the games. So we will come back right here on the Game Time Sports Network with game number 3 of the quadruple header. Pellissippi State taking on Cleveland State. And game time is approximately 4:15. Join us. This is Tim Reese doing the baseball. Baseball Conference Tournament, Region 7, here on the Game Time Sports Network. God bless you. We'll be right back.